Established in the early 1970s, the Oran Metal Group has processed and shipped millions of tons of secondary metals to international markets worldwide. Our Oran Metal headquartered company, with processing sites in Galway, Limerick and Laois, is at the forefront of sustainable metals recycling in Ireland. We process and prepare end-of-waste metals, maximising their value, and ship to steel mills that use scrap metal as their main raw material. By producing end-of-waste metals, we are recovering waste to be used as a resource, to directly replace the use of raw materials and to conserve natural resources. Steel scrap is an indispensable raw material for the circular economy. Recycling to recover valuable materials is essential to maintaining end-of-life metal circularity. For example, metals from processed end-of-life vehicles go to produce new cars. In 2018, Oran Metal Group began the development of its Sustainability Management Programme. This programme has resulted in the complete renovation of old, fuel-guzzling machinery to more sustainable equipment that have increased cost efficiencies and decreased carbon emissions. Our Carbon Reduction Action Plan includes a gradual changeover of company vehicles to EVs, on-site energy audits, and use of alternative fuels in existing trucks. Every environmental engineer's dream. Scrap metal, secondary metal, recycled steel, metal resource, or whatever you wish to call it, may not always look like much, but don't let its appearance deceive you. It plays a key role helping to shape the global economy and sustainability. Consisting of recyclable metals from steel fabrication, construction, end-of-life vehicles and consumables, scrap metal is economically and environmentally advantageous. The economic advantages is to our customers who are paid market value for their scrap metal, and instead of sending their waste metals to landfill, it can be collected using our modern fleet of trucks. The environmental advantages are numerous, but by recycling your metals you're reducing the need for ores to be taken out of the ground. One of Oran Metal Group's main attributes is its scrap metal collection service. We can accommodate everything from oversized loads to smaller quantities of scrap. Our collection fleet can supply bins or collect with grab attachment. All non-ferrous metals, examples like lead, copper, zinc, aluminium, cobalt and carbide, can also be collected using our hook or chain lift bin service. Oil-filled equipment for disposal can be collected using our bunded trailers and bunded skips. We can load using high-ab cranes, offering our customers a compliant option, reducing costs, resulting in more efficient job turnaround and projects on budget. Oran Metal Group prides itself on exceptional customer service while at all times complying with the latest environmental regulations and norms. Our National Waste Collection Permit allows us to collect secondary metals nationwide, and our processing sites are fully permitted by local county councils. Galway Metal Company has taken a step further and has an EPA licence to process secondary metals. Our mobile baler is used when collecting large quantities of end-of-life vehicles. This can compact cars into small bales and are easily loaded by our Grab Arctic bulkers. We can also supply our customers with our own demolition services with specialised machinery and expertly trained and experienced staff. Our demolition cleavers can be with our customers within 24 hours. All loads collected from our customers are weighed across our depot weighbridges and weigh dockets produced. Our material handler cranes are used to unload and store the secondary metals as it arrives to the yards. These machines need to be versatile and are the workhorses of every yard, moving metals from one process to the next. These powerful cranes are extremely robust and need to work under tough operating conditions. Our metal processing sites are geared toward compression baling, shearing, cutting, shredding and granulating metals to achieve clean, dense, segregated metal fractions that are smelter ready. Our baling plants are high-powered hydraulic machines that are used to compress secondary metals into uniform bales that can be stacked for further processing or transported loose directly to market. This process is efficient for the quick and easy baling of aluminium panels that are light and bulky. The majority of our copper cable originates from cable manufacturers, electricity supply providers, electrical contractors, as well as vehicle wiring looms. The copper cable recycling plants use a combination of different technologies to obtain an exceptional quality of output product. These include granulating machines and water table separators. This process is more cost-effective when run at night time to avail of reduced tariffs. Technological advances and electronic sorting allows us to process any metal type, size and/or quantity. We use heavy industrial machinery to bale large sections of secondary metal and guillotine them to international secondary metal specifications. These machines are called shears that use enormous amounts of pressure to bend and compress steel to make it easier to cut. Steel cutting guillotines use thousands of tons of cutting force and allows secondary steel to be cut to smelter-ready sizes. Our shredder process involves 3 stages: depollution, shredding and mechanical separation. All our yards are equipped with modern depollution plants to extract dangerous liquids from end-of-life vehicles before they are sent to the shredder. This prevents dangerous spills of oil, petrol and other chemicals from contaminating the metals and residual materials. Installed upstream of the primary shredder, the pre-shredder helps to reduce and diffuse material before it is fed into the main shredder, reducing the risk of large lumps of steel damaging the primary shredder rotor. It also acts as a preventative measure to eliminate possible gas explosions. The pre-shredder also homogenizes incoming material, allowing the shredder operator to better control the feed rate of the primary shredder. Additionally, the crane operator uses the remote control that manages the pre-shredder operation, but also protecting the machine from inappropriate materials. Loading the homogenized size product from the pre-shredder to the primary feed shredder conveyor allows higher average throughput from the primary shredder. Primary shredder uses a highly efficient 3 MW DC motor introduced in 2019 as part of our sustainability management program, where we replaced high CO2 emitting engines with efficient electric motors. The hammer mill packs a serious punch, shredding metals to 250 mm in size. All shredded materials are then loaded to the downstream mechanical separation process that segregates the different metal streams coming from the shredder while extracting the non-metallics in the form of automobile shredder residue. This residue, consisting of plastics, foams, textiles and rubber, is sent to third-party recyclers for further recovery and recycling. Oran Metal Group exports all its own secondary metals to international markets worldwide. Our materials are bulk shipped in 4,000-ton loads from Limerick and Galway ports. We use our own material handler cranes to load the ships that will deliver our end-of-waste materials directly to smelters in Europe or transship to deep-sea destinations and larger ships. All the smelters we use are producing steel from arc furnaces and not the steel made from iron ores and coal in blast furnaces. These arc furnaces may produce just 1/3 of the CO2 emissions that a blast furnace produces. There is no doubt that the recycling of end-of-life metals forms an important part of the effort to conserve the Earth's natural resources. By maximising the value of secondary metals, we are helping to prevent global natural resource depletion while minimising economic and social impacts associated with the global climate crisis. It is our mission to recover and recycle end-of-life metals through efficient business-to-business bespoke collection services, sustainable metal processing, and to supply steel smelters with high-quality raw materials, saving our Earth's natural resources for future generations. Oran Metal Group, a circular economy metal recycling company.